Hello, ladies and gentlemen. John Gray here with Coach John Olive on the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. And, Coach, what we're going to do this morning, because of my TV, who was at the people who were at the football game last night, realized that there was a channel out of Nashville, and TSSAA, we are not going to be able to play this football game. We're not going to be able to do this show live this morning like we usually do, because we have to wait 24 hours, which is 7 o'clock tonight, before we can put the video on the air. And the one thing we don't want to do after an outstanding victory over Pearl-Cohn last night, which catapults us into the semifinals, first time since 1987. And we're just all excited, and it was a great football game. It was a great atmosphere. Our stands were absolutely packed, and everybody was excited. And our boys fought a war last night. Tough ball game. And what we're going to do right now, okay, unless Coach has anything else to say right this minute, we're going to tell you that you will be able to watch the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show tonight at 8:30, and then you will also be able to watch it tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon. We're going to run it twice. We're going to run it 4, then we'll play it again, and then we'll run it on Tuesday night after the news at 10:30, and then we might run it 2 or 3 more times. You never can tell, because we paid our money to run it. We're going to run it.
I hear you.
Okay, so with that said, folks, good morning to all of you, and we will see you. We're getting ready to go off the air live, because we cannot do that without something possibly happening to our team punishment-wise. And so we'll see you tonight at 8:30, and we'll go to a quick commercial break.
Star Physical Therapy has been serving Tullahoma and the surrounding area for 16 years, offering special services, dry needling, vestibular rehab, LSVT big for Parkinson's, workman's comp, sports rehab, and post-op care. All the physical therapists at Star Rehab hold a Doctor of Physical Therapy degree. And there's also a certified orthopedic manual therapist. You want to pass the test? Come to the best. That's Star Physical Therapy.
Here in Tullahoma, we're very fortunate to have Builders Plumbing and Electric to serve all of our plumbing and electric needs.
Come see us while we have a short break at Builders Plumbing and Electric.
We're also fortunate to have Builder Supply, where we can get all the lumber to do any project we have around the house.
Come see us at Builder Supply.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
Terry Stroop here with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We'd like to take this time to thank everybody for trusting us with their home and their business heating and cooling comfort. We'd like to take this time to remind everybody it's time for fall maintenance checks. They're taking appointments right now. We also would like to congratulate the 2022 class at Tullahoma High School seniors. Special shout out to 2 of those, which are our grandchildren, Mary Catherine and Owen Stroop. Let's go, Wildcats.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
And Coach, the game ball was brought in by helicopter last night.
Brought in by helicopter, and Mike Finn is the one that ended up with the game ball and thought that was rather appropriate.
Yeah, and who was that? Was that Vanderbilt?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, it was just exciting. Everybody was watching that helicopter circle the field and what's going on, and it came in and brought the ball in, and everybody was videoing on their phone and applauding.
I think the only ones that weren't happy were Pearl-Cohn.
Pearl-Cohn wasn't happy.
Yeah, they had to get off their end of the field.
Well, and then when he circled, he came back around about light height, and he was smoking when he came through there, and everybody applauded that. So,
our captains last night: number 18, Keyshawn Cummings; number 75, Logan Crouch; number 64, Jake Bennett; and number 6, Owen Stroop. And we're gonna win the toss, and we're gonna end up taking the football. And between the My TV 30 people and our people trying to make it a special night, we ended up with quite a bit of different people taking part in this.
Now, what was the
game.
military representation?
They're there for the My TV 30. They're a sponsor of the game, I'm sure. And so anyway.
The one thing it did make the game longer.
Made it a lot longer, and it was a really cold night.
It was a very
all
cold
those
night.
breaks.
Yeah. You know, and a couple of times one of us would call a timeout instead of them taking a TV timeout. We'd come back and run one play or two, and then they'd call TV timeout.
Yes.
So that part of it wasn't very well coordinated.
A little rough. They're going to kick it off to Ethan Hargrove, and Ethan's going to get it returned out beyond the 40. A sophomore that has really grown up this year, become an outstanding player for us. We opened up trying to run Keyshawn. We should have stood up and thrown it to Brody there, as they were short a guy. And I think we'd have got a little bit more yardage there. And they're off sides, so moves it up 5. And here comes a linebacker blitz that we don't pick up on that one. And he flushes Ryan out, and I thought Ryan was going to go get the first down, but he stepped out of bounds a yard short. We're expecting them to come up the middle, which they are, bringing a backer up the middle, but they beat us on the block there, and so it brings up 4th down.
Number 7's pretty quick.
It's very quick. Justice Chadwick did a great job last night with the kicking game. And punt's not returnable, puts it out of bounds. Great job.
And Mr. Brown, he's number 7, isn't he?
He is number 7.
And he's there everything man.
That he is.
Except for right there.
And Brandon Painter and Chris Hustleton on the tackle. We did a lot better job last night containing him. This is another really good running back for him. Robinson, I believe, is his last name, and he picks up about 10 yards. And then they come back and run a power, and Chris Hustleton's going to make the play here to keep it from being any bigger than what it is.
And I'm thinking, uh-oh, what's going on?
And they're going to freeze. We can see the quarterback making his signal to his receivers, and we're going to jump. Quarterback was actually moving forward on that one.
Yeah.
But they get us for crossing the neutral zone. And they try to get it out there to Brown, and Chris Hustleton on the tackle. He and Owen Stroop.
We did a good job of not hitting people last night.
And there's their third running back. And good job there, Caden Bradford. And we're there, we just can't tackle him. Caden Tucker was there. He's read the play, and sometimes you win those and sometimes you don't. And their running back won that one.
You know, the announcer kept saying, it's third down, Wildcat fans, it's third down, and I'm thinking it really doesn't make any difference. They're going to run on fourth down.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless they're way deep in their own territory.
Yeah, we didn't make them punt until the second half, but we did hold them a couple of times. There's a turnover. Caden Tucker comes up with it. This defense has done a marvelous job at creating turnovers, creating big plays.
And we need to do something right here.
Yep, their big defensive tackle gets the sack there.
That's not a penalty when you swing somebody like that. It is upper, on up.
If he lifted him off the ground, it might be. We get through there. Keyshawn gets about 10 of it back, but it's going to leave us with a 3rd and 10. And we thought we could get them thinking pass and get a run through there, but their defensive line is probably the best defensive line that we have seen all year long, both ball games.
Yep.
And they do a great job. There's Mr. Brown with the ball, and Will Parton is going to make the tackle there.
Thank you, Will. Every time he gets the ball, you want to thank somebody. Get him on the ground.
They fumble the ball, but we can't get it. Cam Robinson on the tackle. They're going to run a pass here to 88. And
Well done.
Chris tackles him. They'll come back to that one, and Owen Stroop will get his hands on the ball on the next time they try it. 2nd down and about 7 here. Here comes the counter, and we're there.
There you go.
Ethan Hargrove and the linebackers get there. Jaden Taylor.
Get him down there where he can't run, in the legs.
Makes it 3rd down. They don't run into the boundary again. And fortunately for us, we trip him up. They've got about 4 or 5 athletes that
Yes, they do.
anytime they break it, you're worried that
Yes, sir.
it's a touchdown.
You don't ever have a game like this under control until it's over.
That's correct. Landon Fouch there does a good job. Holds them to a 1-yard gain. And they don't take a shot deep and got us beat, but he can't pull it in. So it's incomplete. And they're going to try a bubble screen here, and Owen Stroop going to run it down and tackle him for a loss. I think Owen had 7 tackles last night, 2 of them for losses, and he's going to get a fumble recovery later on here. Quarterback pulls it down, we miss him, and he's going to get the 1st down. I thought he might backtrack there, but he gets the 1st down. And they're down deep in our territory. Good job there. We string it out. He's able to get a couple of yards there. Ethan Anderson, first one on the tackle, and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter. And, they're controlling the ball. and nobody has scored, but concerned about how they're controlling the football right now.
And you know, we've made a living off of both offense and defense this year, but our defense has been exceptional. And as we go forward on into this ball game, you will see some really outstanding defensive play. Because our young men bow up, and it's like I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 8 years ago, something like that. We had a team that just wouldn't quit. I mean, they bow up on the end zone 1 yard line, and our defense played exceptionally well last night. And their defense is playing good. They're like you say, they're one of the toughest defensive lines we go up against.
Oh, they're the best that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
We got hopefully 2 more games to see
Yes,
if anybody else has got it
yeah.
tougher.
Yeah.
But so far, both games, regular season and in this game, their defensive front's the best we've gone against.
All right, so 0-0, folks. Don't go away, because the battle rages on when we come back with the John Olive 5th Quarter Show.
Clayton's has been Tullahoma's shoe store for over 120 years, and Florence Hall continues that tradition today. We're the only shoe store in town that starts with measuring your foot to make sure you get the perfect fit in a quality shoe. That includes narrow through wide widths for men, women, and children. Clayton Shoes, the family shoe store you'll love.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, family practice dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, they got us with our backs against the wall here.
And this is where it gets fun.
We do a great job there, cutting him off, and then he's on a reverse field and outrun us down the sideline there as he is super fast. But number 6 was holding on the play as he had wrapped his arms around Chris Usselton. He tries to pull it down and run it, and he runs into a giant named Tiny, Logan Crouch. And
Named Tiny,
just knocks him to the ground.
Tiny introduced himself to the quarterback later on in this ball game.
Yes, he does.
Just look forward to that, folks. It's one of the best hits I've seen, and I don't know when.
Brandon Painter there on the tackle. Got him 4th and long, and the quarterback's on a drop back and then roll to his right and throw it deep. After they get this timeout, I guess. May have been a delay of game. Anyway, you'll watch him scramble to the right there. which is unusual. He normally scrambles to his left. Landon Fouts gets his hand on the ball. We're glad he didn't pick it off.
Glad he didn't catch it.
Needed to just pound it into the ground. We open up with Jackson Sheffield running here, and he picks up 5. It was a good start to the drive.
And 5 yards on this defensive line is a big deal.
Yeah. And we miss our hole there. So we got a 3rd down, and Ryan Scott's on try to keep it here. He misreads it, and defensive end's waiting on him, and Ryan can most of the time make the first guy miss, but he couldn't make them miss.
Not them.
We decide to they take a timeout right there. During that timeout, we decide, okay, we'll see if we can pull them off and get a 1st down. As Brody Melton going through everything. And we shift, and we almost got them into the neutral zone, but not quite. And we're gonna sit there. Brody's gonna try it one more time to draw them off. And not able to do it.
Smarter than that.
So we lose 5 and we'll punt it away. And Justice aims for that near boundary. Ball bounced the wrong way. We needed it to bounce toward the school. So it shortened the punt a little bit.
But number 7 didn't get his hands on it.
Right, which was the object. Excuse me. Got his hands on it there. Will Parton, Cam Robinson. Second and short. Run the power. Great job. Owen Stroop. Holds them to no gain.
Stroop man. There he is again. On the other side of the field.
Yeah. He moves back and forth according to where 7 lines up. And they don't run the buck sweep into the boundary. Brandon Painter actually knocked that ball loose. They marked it as down, but sorry, when you put it in slow motion,
It's a fumble.
it's a fumble. But, you know, hard to see that in real time, I guess. Caden Tucker's gonna make the tackle, or no, he holds him up. Brandon Painter, Will Parton actually make the tackle. You know, that's the greatest thing about this football team, is it's not one outstanding individual that makes tackle after tackle. It's just one big play after another made by various players.
Well, and they're always close. They're always, there's 3 or 4 of them, 5 of them in the proximity of where they need to be. Look at that. Big hit.
Got Landon Fouts there. And we know right now that the power's coming. We know it by alignment. We know 7's nothing but a fake, but we can't tackle him. We're right there. We miss him, and he's going to score a touchdown.
And you know it's coming and you can't do anything about it. That's tough.
You just, you know.
Good athletes.
Good athletes and good blocking by their people.
So we're 4 minutes left in the second quarter, down 7-0.
Yeah, and we let them kick it over our head. We got up too close. And so we're going to take over at our own 15-yard line. Jackson will run it here, and, you know, he beats his blocker there, so he has to take on the linebacker by himself. Picks up about 4. And we come back, and there's, you know, a lot of big bodies right there pushing and shoving on each other. And we got it 3rd and short. And I think this will be the first down that we get.
So we're 4 minutes in, left in the half, and this is our first down.
Yep. And Jackson gets it right there. We got the ball out to,
and there's the switch,
26-yard line or so much there, and we'll end up trying to scramble here, and we'll get a yard or two. We come back, we're gonna drop it off to Jackson here, and Jackson's gonna pick up another first down. And we'll come back, and I think it's Brody we hit right here.
Yep.
Brody melting across the middle there, and pick up.
We didn't have Brody
down.
last time we played them.
No, he got hurt in the first series. They take a timeout, and then one of their guys says hike or hut, says hut. And so we snap the ball, and you know, one of those things that you most time has to happen a couple of times for an official to figure it out. Yes. And they did it that one time. So now, you know, we are a long ways away from getting a first down, and we're to 4th down. We're just don't let the clock run out. We do not want to give them the ball at midfield. So we're down 7-0. They've controlled the first half, both sides of the ball. Our defense is playing well, though, and the offense has finally moved it the last drive there to pick up our first 3 first downs of the game. And it tells us that we probably need to open up the offense even more in the second half, and that's what we'll do.
Yep. All right, folks, and as always, at halftime, we want to thank our friends and neighbors and sponsors for all they do for us on the John Olive 5th Quarter Show. John's over there eating that bear claw. He's, you know, there's 5 fingers on that bear claw, and we've just got through. He's eating the 3rd one this time. We got 2 more fingers left to go. One next week, which we'll talk about later, and then a state championship try down in Chattanooga. And I have, as always, from the Donut Palace, the Cinnamon Roll, and it's one of my favorites. You know, it's across the street from Tullahoma High School. They provided pastries for the John Olive 5th Quarter Show for years. Good people. Go over there and see them for all your pastry needs, and we want to thank the Donut Palace. We also want to thank Sundrop, and Sundrop does a lot in our community, not just for the football program, but does a lot for a lot of things and a lot of people, and we appreciate their support of the John Olive 5th Quarter Show. Want to say hey to Brother Jack Heiss. Hope he's doing well out there this morning. And Sue and Keith and Gage was right in front last night. And he called our first touchdown. Called it. And one of the fumbles he called. He said, if they're getting ready to fumble, we're going to get it.
Need to get Gage to call a few more fumbles and a few more touchdowns for us.
He was calling the game from up there. And of course, we appreciate them and all the fans in the stands. Our friends, David Goldberg and Vance Bromell, and that bunch was here from Nashville. And, you know, that's 3 weeks in a row they've come down from Nashville to see Tullahoma play football. And David hadn't been here, and he said, 50 years.
Wow.
And he said he said when he got out of school and could leave Tullahoma, he was happy. And he said this what y'all got going on down here is just outstanding.
Well, I thought it was a great environment.
It was a wonderful environment. Our stands were packed. Max Gerald, there you are, buddy. I know that smile right there is raging this morning because we're still at it, brother. And you're in our hearts and in our minds, a great Tullahoma High School football fan. So with that all said, what we'll do right now is we don't have a halftime show. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and I think what we can do then is come back and maybe talk a little bit about what the future might bring.
I'll try.
We'll try.
I'm losing my voice.
All right, so we're not going to carry the coach too fast. We'll get you just the facts, as Friday used to say, the facts, only the facts. We'll be right back.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma. If you're looking for a branding solution, Molly Dixon welcomes you to LogoWare, where your business, school, athletic team, nonprofit, family group, and other organizations can get your logo or message displayed with silk screening up to 10 colors and embroidery up to 15 colors on everything from caps to socks and all the inner and outer wear in between, plus backpacks, luggage, duffel bags, handbags, and purses. All work is done locally, in-house, on nationally branded product from Nike, Eddie Bauer, New Era, Carhartt, North Face, Russell Outdoors, and many more. So simply, why should you entrust the branding of your business or organization to a stranger on the internet when you can spend your money with a local business that offers competitive pricing and local professional service? For the answer to this question, Molly invites you to visit her at LogoWare, 401 South Washington Street, Tullahoma, 931-222-4103.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, we're back in lieu of no halftime. Coach is about to lose his voice, and we don't want to carry him too far too fast, but we are going to play Haywood.
Haywood
and
High
that's
School.
High school, and that's out of Memphis or close to Memphis?
Brownsville.
Brownsville,
Tennessee.
Okay.
Which is a lot closer to Memphis than it is to us.
Yes. And they won their ball game last night against Gibson?
South Gibson.
South Gibson, which don't know anything about South
They
Gibson.
were in the same region. They had played earlier in the year, and Haywood beat South Gibson 28-0 in the regular season. Last night they go to overtime and beat South Gibson 35-28.
Okay.
And they jump out to a 14-0 lead, and then I quit watching the video, so I can't tell you exactly how South Gibson climbed back into the game. But they climbed back in.
So that we have to look forward to, and then that's coming here, and that's this coming Friday night.
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Everything is going wide open.
To be able to practice Thanksgiving morning will be an awesome feeling for us, and then play on the Thanksgiving after, or the Friday after Thanksgiving.
You know, and most young men of the athletic type have a shotgun on their hand on that morning, or the next morning after Thanksgiving, they're hunting something. Now they're hunting a state championship. What they're hunting right now.
There's 4 teams. There's 4 teams left. Upperman, Elizabethan, who upset Greenville last night. They'll play on one side in the semis. Us and Haywood on the other side, with the winners of this coming Friday's ball games playing Saturday, 12 noon Eastern time in Chattanooga.
So that's 11
which is December the 4th, I believe.
Right.
I might have to look all that up again, but anyway.
And Friday night is the Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce Christmas Parade.
That's correct.
So we'll have a Christmas parade Friday night, and then we'll all be able to go get in the car and head to Chattanooga.
Yeah, y'all can head over the next morning. We'll probably leave out of here Friday afternoon and go stay the night in Chattanooga if we're fortunate enough to be playing. As you start trying to figure out pregame meals and stuff, we'd have to start at 5 a.m. because that's 11 o'clock kickoff for us. So we'll go ahead and head over that way and stay at a motel. And once we get all that solidified, we'll get the word out so others that want to go over early can and know where we are. And then we can eat a pregame meal there at the motel at a normal time and bus over to the stadium and get ready to play some football.
All right, so what we'll do right now, folks, is take another quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the second half of Tullahoma Wildcat football facing Pearl-Cohn in the third game of the 2021 Class 4A playoffs.
I can think of this wonderful little woman that I had. She said, I can't talk. There's nothing there. And she said, I want my voice back. After the first session, she was loud. I'll never forget this. She said, there's a voice in me still. Whether it's Parkinson's or a stroke or whatever, they are not at the bottom, but they can always get better.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Southern Electric and Plumbing Supply, located at 107 Southeast Atlantic Street in Tullahoma, is the area's premier location for electric and plumbing supplies and fixtures, featuring GE appliances, Delta faucets, and complete fixture lines displayed in a state-of-the-art showroom. So if you're a contractor working on new construction or a homeowner working on a weekend remodel project, Southern is the place to find that special fixture you need to make your home shine. Southern's experienced staff can help you solve any problem. Southern Electric and Supply Company, 107 Southeast Atlantic Street, Tullahoma, 455-5402.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Pearl-Cohn gets the option, and they will choose to receive, and we're going to let Justice kick it deep. And he puts it in the end zone, which is hard to do on a cold night
Yes, it is.
like it was last
He
night.
stuck that one. You could hear it all the way up in the stands. There's
We're
number
there.
7.
We got him. It's amazing how quick he is. I believe it was Caden Tucker that actually made the tackle on him. JT was there, and he put a little dance move on him. They're going to throw the ball to 8, and he's going to slip down. That rain on Thursday had left, even though the field felt dry, the surface, the dirt underneath it was still wet, and they try an out route there, and Landon Fouch is in coverage, and it would have been short anyway. So they've got to punt it away to us. Good way to start the third quarter, and they hit a low line drive. Colton Proctor's on to get the ball right there. I think it was Jack Dameron that it may have hit, and we got the ball in great field position.
Now, if they were to have recovered that ball, would it have been first and 10?
No, because it was still behind the line of scrimmage. And we start off trying to run Keyshawn. Keyshawn got his eye poked early in the first half, and his vision finally started coming back. And,
we need to score right here.
Yeah, we do, and we're not going to do it. We felt like we could push it in there from 10 yards out, that we had 4 downs to push it in, and now it's 3rd down and 9. We hadn't gone anywhere, and now we're going to fumble the football. Keyshawn actually hit the arm of one of his linemen there, and the ball squirts out. So there's one blown opportunity. We're getting ready to blow another one too, and you just sit there and think, all right, what else can happen? Well, I can tell you what can happen. These guys will reach down and find a will and a way to make it happen. And there you got Caden Bradford that had him by his feet, and Stroop finishing him off. And they're going to complete a pass right here, but the sophomore right there, Ethan Hargrove's going to strip him of the ball, and Owen Stroop's going to recover it, and we get another golden opportunity, 31-yard line.
Yes, sir. It's like playing pinball right now. It's bouncing from one team to the next.
And that's where one of these TV timeouts come in.
Seemed like they wouldn't do that right when you're already lined up ready to
I'm not sure. Everybody was kind of caught off guard. We try to take a shot against them right there, and he's going to hit Jacob Dixon coming back for the football, and we pick up a 1st down.
That was a brilliant play on Jacob's part. It was like one of those pro plays when you see them where the receivers all of a sudden start hunting for their quarterback.
Yeah.
Finding an open spot, and that's exactly what he did.
Keyshawn picks up almost 5 yards. So we got it 2nd and 5, and he will wish he followed that blocker a little tighter there instead of trying to cut it back. 3rd down.
They're waiting on him.
And Brian's going to pull it down and get a big-time gain, but it's going to get wiped out with a holding call. And instead of having it 1st and goal at the 2, we're back out to the 31. And we take a shot here to Joe Duncan, if I remember right. No, I was wrong. It was Jacob Dixon. I thought he had come up with it, but he didn't. So we try a 48-yard field goal that hits the crossbar. We just needed to be 1 yard closer. Great effort there by Justice.
Or 1 degree warmer.
Yeah.
Of course, that brings the ball back out to the 20.
And the ball comes back out to the 20 in high school football. Brandon Painter finally catches up with Brown there, tackles him. 2nd down and short for him. And he's going to try to keep it again, and he runs right into Cam Robinson and Caden Bradford.
That's 2 you don't want to run into.
Third down, and we got them. Caden Bradford stuffs it. I mean, just absolutely stuffs it. And so we're going to make them punt again, and they can't get all their people out there, so they'll end up taking a timeout right here, as they're still short another one.
That's frustrating for a coach, isn't it?
It is. You hate wasting timeouts, and you never know when you don't need them.
And they just don't have a very good kicking game.
So we still have the ball in decent field position. Try to run Jackson there, and he runs into a wall. So 2nd and 10. And they're playing a lot of man-free coverage now, and Ryan's gonna pull it down and try to take off, and they're gonna get him there at the defensive end. Cat quick.
Just seems like we can't get anything going, Coach.
Ryan drops back and he lets it go, and we got Joe, and you know, it'd been a tough catch, but it would have been a great catch if we could have called that. We're going to go for it on 4th down. We got to get something going here, and we're going to hit Jacob Dixon for the 1st down. Great job. That's way to pitch and catch it.
Great hands. That young man has some good hands.
Come back, run a option read there, and pick up about 4, 3, maybe 3. And we go back to Joe Duncan. We fake the bubble screen, which they're playing like crazy, and hit Joe Duncan before the free safety can get over to him. They jump off sides, and then Ryan Scott will sneak it in right here behind J.T. Taylor, Ian Poe, and
the bigs.
Zach Swigert.
So we're getting ready to tie this ball game up, folks.
We are getting ready to tie it up. And it's taken us all 3rd quarter, but we're at least playing on their end of the field now. First half, it seemed like we were on our end of the field most of the time.
And our holder did a very good job last night.
Wade did a great job.
Retrieving that ball and getting it in position.
That's tough when it gets cold. We're going to kick it deep again. And this time they're going to return it, but it's a good high kick. I get worried when we miss him right there. But Ethan Anderson, everybody finds a way to contribute. And Ethan Anderson has really played 2 good ball games back to back. They get called for a block in the back. So we got them backed up to the 9-yard line. And had him right there. Will Parton finishes him off. Owen misses him, but that's what I'm talking about. These guys play so well together. They don't run Brown wide, and we're all over it. We're out there. Everybody's coming to the party.
Yep.
And they called Logan Crouch for piling on, but he's just part of the tackle. I don't know. I didn't get that one, but they get a 1st down out of that call.
Right. But they were also, they got a motion call.
Yeah.
Which cancels the play. How can you have
one was called a dead ball. The other one was called a live ball foul.
Well, how can you have a dead ball if there's no play?
So, anyway.
You know, when there's a motion, that's a no play. The play stops immediately. And so it's not a down.
It was
not a play.
Illegal formation is what they had there. So.
All right. So here we are. We're tied.
7-7.
7-7.
And not playing well.
And playing well, and
defensively in particular.
Finally have found a way to gin up a little bit of offense, and what's going to happen in the 4th quarter is just Tullahoma High School Wildcat football, and a soon-to-be said Wildcat football history. So don't go away. You're going to enjoy the 4th quarter.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com, hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
All right, this is Richard Brooks at Templar Shooting Sport.
We've got an indoor range, which obviously is the highlight of coming into our building. But we do have guns for sale. We can rent guns. People can walk in right off the street. We've got educational classes from if you've never touched a gun before in your life to advanced courses, the handgun permit course for the state of Tennessee, 1101 South Jackson Street. Our phone number is 931-222-4657. You can find us on Facebook, Templar Shooting Sports, and our website is www.templarshootingsports.com.
We'd like to welcome Vanderbilt Hospital to Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital. For years, people have had great service at Heart and Hospital. And many times people make the statement, I need to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to go to Vanderbilt to get the best care, because Vanderbilt is now in Tullahoma as the new owner of Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital. For all of your health care needs, top quality, best research, new equipment, look forward to great health care at Vanderbilt Tullahoma Heart and Hospital.
Check out our new Woodard's Diamonds and Design showroom, which is now located on 2011 North Jackson Street in front of the Walmart Shopping Center. We've got 4,600 square feet now, beautiful diamond and gemstone jewelry, and a much easier and nicer place to come shop. This is still your place to come. Still have a great team of people. Still have wonderful diamond jewelry, bridal gifts. We have our Levion, which is out there. Even new creations of Chatham Created Gems, or the new Pandora, and even Kendra Scott, which is a brand that people have been asking for years now. So lots of new things, as well as some of your old friends here that are still here to serve and take good care of you. Thank you.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Open up here with Pearl-Cohn running the football and Ian Poe playing defense.
And everybody's
playing.
If you're a player right now, you're in this ball game.
And that's the pass, the slant that they hit earlier, and Owen Stroop got his hands on it that time and deflected it. We almost picked off the deflection. They don't call timeout. back to pass again. He's on scramble. That's the side he likes to scramble to, is to the left. And we put all kind of pressure on him.
If I had
Great job.
chasing me, I'd have thrown that ball away too.
Great job by the defense. Coach Sisk and his staff have done an outstanding job transforming what I thought would be an average type defense to a great defense.
Now we need to score.
And we're going to hit Jacob Dixon in the middle of the field here as we're trying to be a little bit more wide open here. We're going to come back. We're going to set up a play here. We're going to run our option. And this time the defensive end takes the quarterback, so we pitch it. But their defensive back makes the tackle there for short gain. Now we're getting ready to gig them. Hand it off to Jacob Dixon, pitch it back to Brody Melton, throw it to Chris Usselton, who's wide open behind them. And that play has been in our playbook ever since Chebyville did it against us over a decade ago.
And well, you sort of teased us last week that you were working on some gig plays.
Well, you've been working on them all during the last part of the season in particular.
And now what happened right here? Explain.
Number 7, if you're watching this on a replay later in the week, you'll see number 7's taking his time just lining up, pouting around. Well, he's behind our lineman. He's on our side of the ball when we snap it. So he's offsides, and by high school rules, you got to blow it dead if the defense is offsides. So we didn't have the option of taking the 2-point conversion.
I wonder if he was smart enough to know that.
I don't think so. I think he was just pouting.
He was pouting.
Yes.
He showed off quite a bit for somebody who didn't get a touchdown last night.
And there's Brandon Painter. He made 10 tackles last night. Awesome job. We don't battle here. We've got the lead finally.
We have the lead, ladies and gentlemen, and
just a little over 9 minutes to go, 9.5.
These boys don't play very well from behind, or don't like playing from behind. Of course, I guess nobody.
Great job there. It's big man football right now. There is a lot of pounding going on.
And you look, the smoke starting to come out of their mouths. It's getting chilly.
As both groups battling the will to win. And watch Caden Tucker. This is the lick you were talking about that Tiny gets on him, and we miss an opportunity for an interception there. Landon Fouch. Like to have that one back. And they're running a counter. We were expecting a pass, and they run a counter. They're truly a running team. That's what they want to do, is run the football. They're going to run it again, and this time Ethan Hargrove and Landon Fouch knock him down short of the first down. We take over in great field position. We try to run Ryan thinking that we'll get them chasing the running back, but the blitz is coming, and the blitzer gets through, and he gets Ryan for a loss. We're going to come back. We're going to throw it deep here to Jacob Dixon. Jacob will go battle for that ball, but one of 3 passes that we didn't complete last night. The rest of them he's completed. So he was 10 out of 13 last night, Ryan Scott. He's going to drop it off, and here's about as pretty a play as you can see. And I'm told that'll be on the front page of the Wednesday paper there when as the photographer, Aaron Douglas, has got a great shot of that if you hadn't looked at it on social media yet. And we're down there needing to put this game away. We're thinking, if at the worst, a field goal. Ryan's going to keep it, and again, he normally can make that first person miss, but
They have some
do
real
a
athletes
great
on
job there of tackling us. Don't come back. We're going to hit Chef here, and Jackson's going to go get the first down, but they're going to call us for holding out there. And so, you know, I look at it that our receiver just absolutely manhandled their DB, but they called it for holding. We're going to hit Brody here in the middle. He's going to bounce off that tackler and then watch him drag him into the end zone. Great job.
He's been waiting for that for months. Of course, they hadn't seen him in action, but a short period in the first game.
And
I sit right in front of a bunch of those Abbott girls up there, and they were going crazy when that happened. Amy and Ashley and Kathy and all of them were going crazy up there. Celebrate.
And, you know, I don't know how we got called for a penalty there, but they did. It was offsetting.
Yeah, really.
I didn't see when I'm watching the tape. Now, one of ours may have said something, I don't know.
Right.
Because I didn't ask for clarification last night.
Great job right there by Mr. Number 9.
Yeah, Ethan Hargrove makes that play.
You're right, he's learned a lot this year.
He has come a long, long ways. We're so proud of him. And, you know, they're making a little yardage here, but we'll give them a little yardage. Just don't want to give them big yardage.
Well, the thing about it is...
Great job right there as Brandon Painter makes the play, and that's a big play.
Yeah, if you let them go long enough, you never know when that one little crease is going to turn into 80 yards. Because they're fast, they're good.
Come back and run their buck sweep wide, and they're going to get the first down and get out of bounds at the same time.
Yeah, I think of their young men.
They're going to try to take it out to the outside here and break on the ball by Chris Usselton. And
first-year player.
They burned their last timeout right there. So once they burn their timeout, we get to play victory formation, and that's what we do.
Best formation in football.
And both teams acted well right here. I thought the officiating crew did a good job. He came to our sideline, and he went to their sideline and said, finish well. So that's what we do. We finish well, ball game's over. Tullahoma Wildcats have won their 13th ball game. And
that's something.
Advancing to the state semifinals in Class 4A. First team in the 100 years of Tullahoma football. It's the first team to win 13 games. It's the third team to go to the state semifinals. So,
and it's the first team to go undefeated 2 years in a row, isn't
it? In the regular season to go undefeated. Yeah. Back-to-back, they're the first team to do that. If they want to keep distinguishing themselves, if they win this semifinal game, they'll be the first team to go try to play for a gold ball in the sport of football.
The table is set.
Just gotta, you know, every week you gotta get ready. You gotta try to stay healthy, and you know, it's exciting times to be a part of Tullahoma football.
And don't eat too much of Grandma's sweet potato casserole.
So, yeah, we're out of school this week, so we'll be practicing. Our day will start for the players at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll practice through the midday there and get everybody home. Right now, we've been having to finish up in the dark under the lights, and that has put some wear and tear on our game field that it really doesn't need.
Right.
And so with us being out of school, we can go. And then Thursday morning, we'll go probably even a little bit earlier just so people can try to go celebrate Thanksgiving with family. And obviously, there'll be some of us who are used to going out of town and so forth for Thanksgiving that I believe we'll all be willing to make the sacrifice, though, to stay here in town and see if we can find a way to win a ball game and get to go to Chattanooga the next week.
That'll be great. Congratulations, Coach Olive, to you and your staff, your young men, and the Wildcat. I mean, this is over you. The Wildcat Nation, the Wildcat tribe, herd. It's a great arena of friends and supporters and family and do-gooders and helpers and feeders and groomers, and it just goes on and on and on. And to the point that people who don't even live here come to Tullahoma to go to football games. It's that outstanding an environment and what's going on, and we just want to say thank you to you and everybody that's involved. All of us, the whole town who's behind this thing and in the stands and screaming and hollering and dancing and clapping and enjoying something that these young boys, I don't care if they go on all the way to play pro ball, it'll never be better than this right here.
Right now, it's a great community
with
experience.
Your friends that you've grown
up with. The only thing that you left out is they roll the old coach's yard on big victories, and last night was no exception. The yard was rolled. So
you need a tree sweeper.
I think that the grandchildren of the original culprits, because the original time it happened was when we beat Franklin County in that very first year.
Okay.
And now I think it's grandchildren of those original people that are rolling my yard still, so it's good.
All right. Well, folks, we appreciate you watching this. Remember now, this is going to be on, you're watching it right now on Saturday evening. It'll be on Sunday at 4 o'clock. We'll run it a couple of times, and it'll be on Tuesday night after the news leader at 10:30. And we might just stick it in a couple other places and let it run. We beat Pearl-Cohn, folks, twice in 1 year. We've been waiting on this since Santonio Beard was up there, and we got them. We're happy, and we're moving on to Hayward County. You don't miss next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Love your family, love your friends, and then go sit in the stands and love those Wildcats. See you next time.